Hi, and welcome to the welcome party.
Oh, actually, that's pretty good for the intro. Do you know our tagline, Heidi?
I got
Where
it.
we welcome you to the party.
I got it. I'm going to give Heidi a hug for no reason. I just like hugging. Pop culture.
Your exclusive invitation to pop culture.
That's exactly correct. Heidi is a
figured it
guest
out.
host, is a genius. Do you want Cole's job? Is that okay?
Yeah, replacement.
Oh, Fadier, anytime one of us leaves sound on our phone when the thing plays is the dummy of the episode. So
Oh, yes.
it's me today.
So, as you can see, Cole, our usual co-host, is not here with us tonight. Cole is, I don't think we can say, but it's for something very positive that he's not here tonight. So instead, we have Heidi on because
Upgrade.
whenever Cole is not on an episode, we always ask Heidi to be on because we can then talk about anime, which is a full genre that Cole does not like at all. Like a genre.
Well, it sucks to be him.
Like, what if you didn't like movies? Like that does like that doesn't make sense to me. But that's the energy
who
he's
wouldn't
coming
like
in with.
movies?
Yeah.
That is not good.
Okay, Fadior, if Cole was getting, yeah. Okay, Fadior, if Cole was getting married and we were still doing a show that night, I would be so offended to not be at his wedding.
That would be end of
I would be
friendship.
so upset. I'd be
Hi,
deeply
Delicious.
upset.
Hi, Inevitable Fate. Read, Heidi is not real. She's a figment of my imagination.
Ooh, you didn't know.
Okay, can you open that for me?
Apparently, Art gave Alex a drink and now has to add ginger ale.
Well, technically, Alex just stole a drink out of the fridge. Well, that was like half a cup.
I'm just going to deal with it.
Jadis, that's all right. You're one of the people in the chat who can actually know my true name.
Everybody knows your
Yeah.
true name.
Or who can use it, because Jadis and I go way back.
It's Jason Pretentious Gellet.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Can I just call you JJ?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. I don't. That one got me. I had no. There was no witty repartee. I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah.
Did you have a boy band stage name?
I did have a boy band stage name, Art.
Yeah.
That is weird because it was JJ. Because
Maybe I knew about your
they
boy band.
didn't want me to do JP because it sounded too grown up and I was the youngest one in the group. That's another hint that you will never find on the internet of my boy band days.
The problem is the internet didn't exist during your boyfriend phase.
What was the name of your band?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, there's biddies.
There's so many biddies because we got subscriptions.
Arsenal donated 5 subscriptions.
Thank you, Arsenal.
Pinkies.
I'm going to assume you want Heidi to do that shout out.
Hi, I'm Heidi. My name is LolliPopHeidi, and I am the guest today. But I'm not really a guest. I'm actually Cole.
Oh God, I have deep-seated weird feelings right now.
Because now it's okay for me to think Cole is hot?
No, because now I.
Nobody clip that out of context. It's going to be real fucking
please
weird.
don't clip that. Please don't clip that. No, Heidi, thank you again for joining us. We
No
really do appreciate it.
problemo.
So, Heidi, would you mind telling our party people just a little bit about yourself if they have not met you yet?
Hi, I'm Heidi. I'm the anime person. You can call me Anime Greg. Because that's what I go by now. I am a semi-professional cosplayer. I go to cons almost all year round, and I post all of my costumes on my Instagram and sometimes Twitter, because I forget about Twitter, which is not even Twitter anymore. It is X.
So Heidi's handle is going to be right under her name tonight as well too. Please drop her a follow on whatever social media you would like. She'll eventually remember you on Twitter, so don't worry.
Yeah.
And if you guys didn't know, and you're seeing all these subscriptions happen, at the end of the show tonight, we do what's called 69.9K Nice.
Nice.
And we will be doing shout outs for all of the subscriptions in the most inappropriate way possible. And
Or appropriate.
definitely not.
If I forget it to be inappropriate, it's going to be very
We'll remind you.
Yeah, we'll remind you. Don't worry.
What were we saying? Hi, I'm Heidi.
Other than that, I mean, we're gonna have a pretty. We're supposed to be talking about Spy Family season 2. So far, I think there's been 5 or 6 episodes released so far for season 2. But of course, because this show is very chat driven, it sounded like a lot of people in our chat have not gotten to see it as of yet. We're gonna try to talk about it with very light spoilers, but of course, if you've ever been to the welcome party, you can always derail our conversations. Heidi is not just anime Greg. She also knows a lot about a lot of pop culture as well.
A lot about anime, though.
Anime is my main focus.
Anime
I watch a lot of
her
anime.
main focus. Alex, what would you say your main focus is?
JPG, your singing can be heard on YouTube?
Oh, my own wife didn't watch the newest episode of Tabletop News.
I told you that. I told him that.
You told me that a few days ago.
I told you that yesterday.
You told me that a few days ago.
Yesterday.
And I watch all of the stuff that you do.
You listened to the entire interview that I did?
I actually did today.
Damn it, just to get back at me! That was spiteful listening.
So what Alex is talking about right now is if you go to Portrait of a Fangirl, this is run by Temple of Geek. And Alex did an incredible interview. I personally think she talked about me a little bit too much, which is very touching, but also very
so
embarrassing.
many
That is
biddies.
so many biddies. That's so many biddies.
It's like a little parade.
Yeah.
It's so cute. Stephen Lee, stick around for a while. It will take us a long time before we even get into the topic, I promise.
Yeah.
And we will warn you before we do. Oh, that was so many biddies.
It was so cute. It was a little
ton of bitty
parade.
bitties. Yeah.
I need somebody else to. Okay.
Oh, 2 more biddies.
Music.
Oh, see, I like that. See the Mario Star song. I love that. What were we talking about? Oh, Portrait of a Fangirl. Please check that out. Alex got interviewed there a little bit ago. Was this your very first like solo interview?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I definitely rambled I felt really confident in the moment, and then I listened to a clip before I posted it because, they posted it and I was like, I'm going to repost it. And it plays while you're reposting it. And I was like, oh, no, I ramble way too much. This is not great.
See, rambling means you did a good interview because you're actually talking.
I did talk.
And on a podcast especially, it's so important to fill that void.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, don't know. You did an incredible job.
Oh
Yeah.
my, this is too much positive my direction.
Okay, so then on top of that, yes, the newest episode of Tabletop News just came out last week. The next one's coming out this Thursday, but I'm unfortunately not on that episode. Yeah, I got coaxed into singing on that episode, which is not great because it's my dumb singing voice that I do. And
Can we get a taste of that?
no, because they pay me.
I could pay you with other things.
Well, Art pays me with his body, but that's between the love of 2 men at this point.
It's only because I like it.
Was that on a mic?
Today is great. Happy Monday.
Happy.
Fade here wants to know how much to make JPG sing.
Like dumb sing or real sing?
Dumb sing or real sing? Corey, Cole quit after your episode. He was like, I can't do this anymore, and he was out.
Yes.
But he'll be back next week? Next week.
Next week. Yes, next week.
Ew,
Which next next week is gonna be our last episode for a few weeks.
Oh, I
So,
just realized. Can I test something?
Yeah, sure.
Can you play that again, Art? Heidi?
That's damn near spot on. Good God.
We are leaving. Well, we are leaving on Thanksgiving.
Yes, yeah. So Alex and I are taking a trip out of the country.
Yeah.
And we'll actually be vacationing with my family. And it's gonna be right before my birthday.
Yeah, and to all
so-
the robbers out there, my family will be at my house. So nice try.
I won't be going anywhere. I'll be at home.
You'll be in my suitcase. How flexible are you?
I'm very actually.
You're welcome, everybody.
We should probably start the show. We start the
we
show.
got time.
We got time.
We got time.
Oh,
Hey, you let me dick around for 10 more minutes. That is
Okay.
my right.
fine.
Anime. Spy Family.
I've lost Heidi now.
Do you call Spy Family Spy X Family or Spy Family?
Well, it depends. Do you call Hunter 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 X Hunter?
Okay, here's my problem. I say Hunter x Hunter, but then I say Spy Family.
I know you're not supposed to say the X in Hunter, but I also say Hunter X Hunter, but then I say Spy Family. But I know you're not supposed to.
Is this like saying pecan pie, but pecans?
Tomato.
Would you like some
Potato,
pecans?
potato.
Pecans?
Okay, who actually
Peak.
says potato though?
Me.
Oh, there's a
What?
biddy.
No, I don't.
Here comes,
I
boo.
was gonna be so mad, Heidi.
Potato. I like potatoes.
Oh, Fadior, your comment in the chat was that because of our Discord talk today about ridiculous anime titles? Because I had a ridiculous anime title that I wanted to share with you that I
Is
had
it
to
a
make
real
up.
one?
I had to make it up on the spot
Oh.
because we were making fun of something. But now I can't remember what group chat it was in.
All I know is that there is a new anime coming out next season that has a title that's super, super long and really dumb. But I could not tell you what it is because it's like 3 sentences.
God. Okay, the one that I made up was the dungeon is filled with bisexual vampires and I need to win my academic decathlon.
I would watch the hell out of that.
So you got me at the first part, and then you started saying academics, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, but I like the school ones because I like slice of life, especially where they're like,
Dungeness Vampiress.
yeah.
I thought that there was going to be more of a thought after that, and that did not happen at all. Oh God, Arsenal! My favorite anime is Cole puts on a wig and derails a stream. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about this now. Okay,
Are you really gonna air this out right now?
because of our Halloween episode with Jimmy Arias and Ken Rollo, thank you so much for joining us. Because of that episode, I signed up. I'm trying to sign up for improv classes in 2024 because it's the one time on this show where I could not roll with the punches, and that just tells me I need to improve upon my speaking ability because I had no idea where to go after that. Like Cole thought he was just gonna come in with a wig and then just like and just like have organic speech after that. Like I don't understand what he was expecting from us, but yes. Thank you.
I was really confused because when you told me about it, you're like, and he comes out with a wig. And I'm like, oh, and he pretends to be Alex. That makes sense. That'd be very funny. But apparently he didn't do that.
Oh, Reed wants me to read the title out
Is
loud.
it a real title?
My mom had sex with a werewolf, but she married the vampire instead, and now I don't even know what I am. No, that's unfortunately not, but I would watch the hell out of that. Like that's a good 12 episodes.
That just reminds me of Twilight.
Oh,
I've
Yeah.
never seen Twilight, but it gives me that vibe.
Really?
I've also never seen Twilight.
You're at that age.
Don't care for it. No offense. I know there's a giant, large following for it, but it just never was something I was into when I was younger.
I've also never watched Twilight,
Hey, same boat.
but I've seen pictures of the creepy ass baby.
I've seen pictures of
Yeah, Renesmee.
Have you watched it or just read it?
I just read it. but I had to read it for school.
Indubitably.
You had to
Yeah.
read it for school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, so when I was studying,
Was it like you could choose a book to read and write a paper on it, or was it like?
unfortunately not, Heidi. No, this was so I set up my school schedule in college to make sure that all of my classes.
Wait, this was college? You
In
read it?
college, yeah.
That's even worse.
That's when he read HP
So the
too.
last 2 semesters of college, I set it up to where I was I only had to take oh gosh, what are the classes called when they're not
Electives?
required? Electives.
Bullshit.
Thank you. So I set it up to where my last 2 semesters were only electives.
Okay.
So I just got to pick the weirdest stuff.
That makes sense.
So I took a vampire literature class, and that was one of the
See,
criteria.
that makes a little
in
more
it.
sense.
So, yeah.
My brain went to, oh yeah, I was in like an English class and we had to read it and write a paper on it.
Well, and we
I
had
mean-
to read all of the books
Yeah,
too.
but that was like a specific vampire. Like you had to read vampire books.
Like vampire literature.
Yeah, versus
then,
just
yes.
like English, and your teacher made you read Twilight.
Yes. Aw.
That was where my brain went.
I feel like it's not a good enough. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know enough about it. I've never read it, never will. But I feel like that's not a good enough book for an English teacher to be like, we're going to learn from this.
You learn through bad sometimes.
It wasn't
That's true.
my favorite, but I understand the appeal, right? Like,
Yeah.
I hate yucking people's yums, you know?
I just need that on a shirt. Alex
What?
doesn't read.
we're kind of not sure if she can at this point, to be honest.
I actually just have like a headphone in my ear so that when you guys comment, it just plays in my ear.
Yeah.
That would actually be very distracting. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Talaxian in the
ADHD
chat.
would be out the window.
Yeah, Talaxian in the chat. Yeah, I took a vampire literature class. I also took a Harry Potter class before it got canceled. And that was an experience in and of itself. I actually can I tell a funny story from it?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's stick around day.
I still have a couple friends that I like. This class was like 150 people, and we got split into the houses and all that stuff. And I got split into Ravenclaw, and the professor asked a few questions. She said, "Who read the books?" Everybody raised their hand. I didn't. Okay, well, who's seen all the movies? Even more people raised their hand. I didn't, right? I was the only one out of almost 150 students where I had not experienced the media before.
And why did you take that class?
It was an elective. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. Like, and of course, I think,
He
hey,
is not
children's
Fadier.
book. Like, yeah, children's book, like it's going to be an easier course. It wasn't. And so a couple classes in, we were expected to read one book a week. So one book every 7 days, right? And about like 2 to 3 books in, it was like week 3 or 4 class. And I was like, oh yeah, I just got to this point and this and as well. And then somebody in the back of the class was like, hey, do you know about Dumbledore? And I was like, oh, I've read about Dumbledore. It was like, oh yeah, well in the 6th book, Dumbledore. And I am not exaggerating this. A young woman that I did not know stood up, ran, and slapped him in the mouth.
No.
They did not know each other. And she saved me from a spoiler.
Yeah.
That was a very big spoiler at the time of how popular the books were and all that, right? And she slapped him in the mouth. And he didn't report it. Nobody said anything. It was just, oh yeah, I deserve that. And we just moved on with class. That was it.
I am not a Gryffindor. I am offended by that. What? What?
Okay.
Should we
And
actually talk about anime now?
We should probably talk about anime.
Are we going?
Should
are
we do
gonna-
the? Should we do an actual intro?
Nah.
Okay.
Hi, if you didn't know who we are, the names are on the screen.
Yes. Welcome to the Welcome Party, your exclusive invitation to pop culture. We're here to directly combat pop culture gatekeeping. That's Alex. That's Heidi. I'm JPG.
Hi.
We did
Good?
another intro.
Okay. All right. So we're supposed to be talking about Spy Family Season 2, anime in general.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of Spy Family, but we don't want to spoil anything because there's a lot of people who haven't watched it. So we probably won't really talk about it too much. We're mostly going to just, I don't know,
Kinda
hang
see
out.
where the day goes.
I feel like a lot of people in the chat have been saying that they've had a bit of a rough day. We've had a bit of a weird day. So I'm here to just hang out with you guys.
It's been a weird 2023. Congratulations. I know that the paperwork hasn't been signed or voted on yet or whatever, but there has been like a tentative deal in order to end the SAG-AFTRA strike. Congratulations to everyone involved. I hope you get absolutely everything you were hoping for. I know that from a cursory read of everything, there are a few concerns.
Oh, there they go.
There are a few concerns about
important.
AI right now. Yeah. Oh, Jeff's in the chat. Jeff, always nice talking to you. Thank you again for your help today. If you are in the Anaheim area, please consider giving your patronage to the Blind Rabbit, which is an incredible speakeasy, probably the best speakeasy in the whole world.
I've been there.
And
I've been
wonderful
is
food,
yummy.
drinks, probably the best cocktails I've ever had in my life.
Get the
And
absinthe.
also drink responsibly. So,
Or don't.
or whatever. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not a cop. That's fine.
There was a question about yours job, but let's basic for a second.
Well, it's basic for a second.
Can you, JPG, before I turn it to Heidi, can you do a quick, what is Spy Family for people that don't know?
Spy Family is one of the most recent hottest animes of the last couple of seasons. So Spy Family is about a spy who infiltrates a country to make sure that that country does not wage war on his home country. That being said, in order to do that, he needs to get close to those politicians. Those politicians' children go to a very specific and very prestigious school. So, in order to get close with everybody, he needs to make a family. He adopts a little girl. Does not tell the little girl that he's a spy, but the little girl has a very interesting power where she can read people's minds. Then they were worried that having a single dad would not get them into this school since it's so prestigious. And then they meet a woman who works for City Hall but is really an assassin. And then later on, they also get a dog in the family, and their dog is a precog who can actually tell the future. Yeah.
He's so fucking cute.
And the big Great Pyrenees.
So that's the So hopefully that'll get you to at least watch a few episodes of the show. On like a personal note, it's probably one of my like favorite like cutesy animes of the last couple of years.
It's very wholesome, but it still has a plot line, which is what's nice.
and a bit of an edge to it, especially with the second season.
As an edge, but it gives off both the idea of a like, oh, this is like an action anime, but it's also a slice of life anime. Where
yeah.
you
Which is
can hit
probably
both.
why we both like it.
Yes.
It's like we're combined. So Heidi, can you talk a little bit about, I know JPG did like the broad, the characters. So the mains.
So you've got our main character, which is Lloyd, Mr. Forger, and he is our spy. He's got this beautiful olive green suit, and I could tell you all about the costumes. But he's your stereotypical main character, but also, as you learn, he's kind of self-conscious, doesn't understand how to be a dad because he's dedicated his entire life to his work. Then we've got Anya, who is...
Oh, you got to show Anya to the.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big figure collector, and I was like, oh, let me bring a figure. I only have this one from Spy Family.
Oh, biddies, do the parade. Oh, they're definitely sexy biddies for you.
Are they sexy biddies?
One's a heart.
It's a dog, it's a heart, and it's a horn.
But
Oh.
this is my little Anya.
And knocked out all the other ones.
Sorry. Sorry, Art. I didn't mean to laugh at the transition. You're just setting up Heidi for failure on that one.
I didn't think it was failure. I think it's cute. I love my figures. I'm a huge figure collector, if you guys didn't know. But I only have this figure from Spy Family, so I brought it, even though it is small. It was like...
Not about the size.
But Anya
Just gonna sit here and drink.
is best girl. She's so cute and small. And what's great about Anya is when she speaks, and I read the subtitles. She can't speak proper English still, or she can't speak proper Japanese, whatever language. So when she says outing, she says ooting. And
Yeah, she still has like child affectations.
Yes,
Yeah.
which
Very
is
cute.
super cute and such a cute little detail that I really enjoy for the series. And then we have Mommy Yor.
Do you need a moment by yourself?
You need a hot character to draw people, and you've got the hot character with Yor.
Jeff in the chat, why does the show go so smoothly without Cole there?
Because I talk about anime women.
Oh, yeah.
Mommy,
That's
sorry.
going to need another close-up
Mommy?
talking about anime
Sorry,
women.
Mommy. Sorry.
And she's just animated beautifully, and she's just kicks, and she flips, and she stabs.
Which, if you want to see Heidi dressed as your,
I don't even have a photo of her yet on my Instagram.
it's on our Instagram.
It's on their
ours, yeah. It's on,
Instagram.
it's on our Instagram. Make sure to follow us at Welcome Party Pod.
Yes, you can find a cosplay of me as you're on there, I guess.
How is it not on yours, but it's on ours?
Because I haven't shot it properly yet.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Ours is not proper.
Yeah,
No, I mean like a studio shoot. So my Instagram is very, very like, in my mind, like professional looking. So all my photos are very studio-esque.
Art, do you hear this? Just ragging on your photography skills.
No, I meant like, do you know what I mean?
She's saying you're not a professional, Art.
You know what I mean. I'm gonna go away now. You know what I mean.
So
You know what I mean.
that being said,
No, you
first 5
don't.
episodes.
I love you.
God, I hate the show. I hate the show so much.
No, you don't. You like your show.
That's fair. Okay.
I just make it worse.
The first 5 or 6 episodes have come out for Spy Family Season 2, which I thought it was a little bit strange to open up on. Well, something that was a little bit bothersome for me in Season 1 was we don't get a lot of Yor.
No, we don't.
And we get a lot of Yor in the first few episodes in this, which is something that I really
It almost
like.
felt like because that's what I've seen online too, and it almost felt like they heard people and they're like, okay, we'll fix that.
Well, not to go into spoiler territory, so I'll say this as least spoiler as I can, but we really start to see more of Yor's organization as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
versus-
Did you read the manga?
No, I should.
I'm just
it's
asking.
almost over, I think. Or
I
it is
don't-
over. I haven't looked.
Okay, so I know that, anime is your thing. Is manga under that? Like, is it assumed that you are also reading manga as much as you're watching anime?
I do read a lot of manga.
Okay.
I just don't read as much as I want to.
Oh, Turtle Jones in the chat did say that the manga is still going.
Okay. I heard somewhere that they thought it might be ending. Someone thought it might be ending because of something that happened, but like I said, no spoilers, so I won't say, but
That was so ominous.
That was very ominous.
Jadis, I agree with you completely. Yours brother, every time he's on screen, I just want to like throw something.
Yeah, the brother sister angle in the anime is my least favorite trope. I mean, Alex watches shows like this all the time.
But I will
But-
say,
No, I watched one anime where she moved in and every episode was her, flirting with one of the stepbrothers, but that was on accident and I had already committed to it, so I had to finish it.
Was it worth
let's
it?
always finish an anime you start.
See?
What?
At least-
No way.
That's my take.
I can't-
No,
oh.
I have to. I'm not telling everyone to. No, please, if you don't like an anime, stop it.
Yeah.
But
It was when I was doing the thing where I would watch an anime and then I would have to pick from like the recommended list. And it was the only one on the recommended list I hadn't watched yet. And I had like committed to this thing because it was COVID. You do what you do when you're locked down, and none of my friends could play Animal Crossing at the time. And I was like, all right, this is what I'm going to do instead. I think it was Brothers Conflict.
Beloved Artemis in the chat. just flaming Alex right now.
nice.
Hey, if you haven't joined our Discord yet, if you want to drop some photos from Brothers Conflict that Heidi and I don't know, have you seen Brothers Conflict?
No, I haven't watched a lot of romance.
Yeah,
anime,
so-
but I've watched a good amount. Not some of the like
Weird ones that I watched.
not
Hardliner,
weird,
thank you
not
so much.
Weird, but like particular. I've watched some weird anime.
Okay,
but not that.
Turtle Drones in the chat right now brought up. I recently watched Goblin Slayer. So good. Okay, with
It has a new season.
yeah, and
No,
okay,
no, Rising of the Shield Hero also has a new season.
I know. I'm very excited for
Not
it.
watching it.
You're not watching it?
No, but my friend I am April Star Cosplay just did the new Orca Girl.
Oh.
Debuted her this weekend.
I really enjoyed the first season of Rising of the Shield Hero.
I heard the second season's a little dull, but I heard the third season's picking back up.
and that's what everybody keeps saying. Everybody keeps saying that the third season is just as good as the first, so I'm very excited to get back into it.
It's on my watch list. I have a couple of isekais like that are on my watch list.
With Goblin Slayer, though, I know that the very first episode is incredibly rough, to the point where I honestly haven't built up the wherewithal to watch the first episode because, and trigger warning for, there is sexual assault in the very first episode. So I'm still a little bit afraid to just like jump into it myself because I don't know how that's going to affect me.
I'm going to call myself out right now. I didn't watch Goblin Slayer,
Mm-hmm.
but I proceeded to watch Redo of a Healer, which is significantly worse.
Oh, okay.
I
Excuse me while I take that off my list right now.
yeah. It like got it got like banned and like it's definitely got all of the ones that
Banned here or banned there?
here, I think. But I did also watch a interview with the author, and his reason for writing it was he wanted to see how far he could go with being publication. See what could get published. And it worked, and it's very popular. But yeah, that's the one I'll call myself out on. I did proceed to watch the entire show.
Okay.
Nope.
So-
Hard nope. Super nope.
Okay, back to Spy Family. But season 2, I know everyone doesn't like Yours Brother, but there is one episode where we actually see him work, and when he's actually doing his job, he is incredibly cool.
He still sucks.
He still sucks, but it is kind of interesting to see that side of him compared to the, oh my god, my sister. It's like I am
Do he and his sister work for the same side?
no.
Mm-mm. Well, yeah, because yours organization is a third-party organization,
Yeah,
right?
so they're all
Yeah.
different. The secret police wants to capture Lloyd's side, but
Right.
Yor is also technically an enemy of everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, of everyone.
The
Yeah, so it's a
She's not
third-party
on any
organization.
side.
No,
They're
she's-
just their own.
They're assassins for hire,
Okay.
basically.
Huh. Okay.
So that's why she obviously can't tell her brother about what she does. Not because of the family thing, but because of other stuff too.
But she doesn't know that he's secret police.
No, they do.
No.
No.
Yor doesn't know that Yuri is secret police. Like, she just thinks he has a government job, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
Yeah. They both don't know they're doing extremely dangerous jobs.
The whole premise of the show is nobody knows what anybody is really doing.
Except for Anya. She knows what
Except-
everyone does.
Or Anya. Yes.
And sometimes Bond.
Oh, yeah, Bond.
Barf.
I do have to say, so this was this was like second half of the first season. Bond's, the way that they get the dog was probably like one of my favorite string of episodes.
Yeah.
And then,
That was very
but also something that I really like is I like how they characterize Anya, because it's not that she's very cute, she's very lovable, but like she's just terrible at anything school.
she's terrible at a
Yeah,
lot
like,
of things.
I
It's not
like-
just school, just like kind of living.
Most things.
I like that they portray her as kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Is that weird? Because usually, like, you have a kid in anime and like they're usually super smart and they say, no, like they portray her as a child
Yeah,
who just
she's-
has superpowers.
She's one of the most realistic childs in anime at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the school she's in too, it's all these kids who are already super smart just to be in the school because she cheated to get in.
Yes.
And I know as we're watching it constantly, JPG is yelling at the TV going, don't they know they're 4?
Yeah, they're like pre-kindergarten and they have a test every week, and like I was like, this makes no sense education-wise. I get very mad at their school system. So But that's like that carries on from like that's from my personal life that carries into the anime,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm sure. Like okay, Heidi,
Mhm.
when they portray, when they portray like drinking and like alcohol and stuff, do you ever get bothered about stuff? Because I know you know so much about like spirits and alcohol and all that.
Like in drinking in anime?
Yeah, just in
No.
anime in general.
Well, so what they okay, so this is interesting because I am also watching Pretty Derby this season, which is horse girl idol anime. It's its own thing. It's a whole nother discussion. But
I'm sorry, what? Wait,
We need
go
to
back,
rewind.
go back.
Can we go?
Go back.
So Pretty Derby is exactly what it sounds like.
So like
No,
like,
say the sentence again.
Pretty Derby is an anime about horse girls who are also idols. Horse
okay.
racing, like they're based off real horses that raced on tracks and like
Okay, so it,
The ones you
horse
bet on.
girl as in
A
girls
girl.
who love horses, or horse girl as in a girl that is a horse.
is a horse. They have little ears and tails, and they run.
I did not. That did not cross my mind. Like My
they
Little
run?
Pony when they go to school.
So they go to a school where they have to learn how to race and how to do the proper racing techniques so that they can win the derbies.
But
so
they're-
and if they win first place, they get to perform on the stage in their idol outfits. But they have to run in their idol outfit because then they go straight to the stage.
Are they more
But then they're
horse?
sweaty by the time they
Are
get
they
to the
mo-
stage.
Oh, wait. Are they more horse
They're
or are they
anime
more...
girls with just ears and tails.
Yeah, because that's sexy. Are
Yeah.
you not keeping up?
They're also like, you're also not allowed to make them super sexy because of like the mafia is part of like the horse racing in Japan and stuff, and there's a whole thing about this. But I'm watching that also, and there's an episode in the new
I
season.
kind of want to watch that. Is
where,
that bad?
yeah, Pretty
Oh
Derby.
no!
They're so
Wait,
cute.
Is the guy a horse guy?
No,
in the
he's
back?
the trainer. He trains
Obviously.
them.
No!
Are there any horse
He's like the
guys?
teacher. No,
No!
No, that's out of context because that's in the middle of him going down to touch her legs because they're so strong.
No!
not any
That's
better.
worse! That's worse!
And they
no!
eat carrots
Art,
because
stop it!
that's Special Week. I love Special Week. But so in this one of the recent episodes, they were
I love
cheering.
that she's not phased at all by all the porny shots he's putting up.
Art, why do you have these just saved online?
It's also the biggest gross gotcha game in Japan.
Oh God. Okay.
Wait, what?
Are you familiar with gotcha games?
No.
So they're
Whenever you guys have a gotcha episode, please invite me. I'm very invested in them.
they're games of chance where you can receive physical or digital items.
It's like
and
gotcha.
it's like-
I got you. You pay money and you might get a hot anime girl, but 90% of the time you won't.
Think about.
But I did pay
remember-
money and you're my hot anime girl.
Yeah.
I win.
Oh, Alex hit the 5-star. Aww.
I'm a special,
so,
super extra rare.
Think about like.
Back to Pretty Derby.
Wait, go back. Wait, we're not done.
Okay, we're not
hold
done.
freeze. Yes, go.
Okay, think of gotcha games as like, you have the quarter and you put it in like the bubble gum. Like and you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Here, we'll
And
pull
so
on my
it's
my
a little
gotcha game.
bit so it's like more acceptable gambling if you think about it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's digital gambling. You're
Well,
gambling for anime girls.
Loot crates
What do you
would
do
be
with the
another
anime
way.
girls?
Crate
Is it
is-
just pictures of anime girls?
It's based on the type of gotcha game. When you're talking about like Genshin Impact, you're rolling for characters that could actually make you progress better in the game. When
This
you're
is a game.
gotchas are normally
Gotcha is
games.
more of a like gotcha or gachapon is like that's more of a concept.
Okay.
Like it's-
So
yeah.
when you go, you roll a thingy and you get a toy, but you don't know what you're gonna get.
Right.
That's gachapon. Gotcha games are like our game. I'm talking about
Okay,
like
so it's like a
games.
game on your phone, and then you're paying money to try to unlock characters.
Yeah, but the characters are random.
Just the paying money to unlock characters is the gotcha.
Got it.
But the characters have to be random. That's what makes it a gotcha game.
Real random or fake Spotify random?
There's odds.
Yeah, and I think it's like heavily regulated as well too.
There's odds. Everyone's slightly different. Like if you're talking about specifically Genshin is in every 80 or 90 polls, you're guaranteed to get a 5-star, but you don't know if you're going to get the 5-star that is on the banner or one of the standard 5 stars. But you're guaranteed to get a 5-star.
Arsenal in the chat, going back to Pretty Derby.
Okay, going back to Pretty Derby. So
yeah.
there's a new episode, one of the newest episodes.
Wait. I gotta say what. Okay. So Arsenal in the chat about Pretty Derby. Art found the pics in a folder labeled chunks tax forms.
Okay, so going back to Pretty Derby, there was a recent episode where they were celebrating one of the characters' victories, but all these girls are obviously underage because they're high schoolers. Because
Right, but in anime, they're always like 2 years older
so
than they are.
They're drinking
No,
beer.
Think about it as one level up. So if they're in middle school, think about it as high school. If they're in high school, think about it like college.
So I don't know exactly how old they are in the anime, but basically they can't drink. But what they do is they have this fake beer powder they pour into their drinks. So they're drinking fake beer. And they're cheersing. And yeah, I thought it was clever. It was funny. But it's also a little interesting.
I don't know if I'm more confused by the end of this conversation or...
We were talking about alcohol and anime, and that was the first thing I thought of. And then we went into Pretty Derby. And now
we didn't go into Pretty... Did you go into Pretty
I
Derby?
did not go into Pretty Derby.
I was referencing another anime, and then you guys were confused about Pretty Derby because...
Oh God, Polymorph in the chat. If grooming was an Olympic sport.
Oh,
Does this all happen on Epstein's Island? Is this like
what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Alex is drinking the fake beer. I wonder if you can find the one where they're cheersing, because she actually like pours the powder and then it turns into beer and they cheers. It was in one of the newer episodes, but
There's a question for you about precipe?
I'm sorry, we're not talking about Spy Family.
Oh, posture check. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Hand check.
And hand check. Okay, Spy Family.
Okay, talking back to Spy Family because people in the chat want to talk about Spy Family.
We didn't have an answer about precipe.
I have not seen it.
I will look it up.
We will look it up, beloved Artemis. Okay, now
but back to Spy Family because we're talking about Spy Family. Spy Family has great openings, and the newest opening for season 2 is actually sung by Otto. Otto is one of my favorite Japanese artists right now. She is also the person who sings all the songs of Uta in Film Red, which is from One Piece. And she also has a song that's super trending on TikTok called Show. And those are my little Spy Family.
Are you going to sing it for us?
I can do the TikTok dance.
Beloved Artemis, I actually can't find that anime right now. Are we sure that that's how it's spelled?
Wait. Okay, do it again. I can just slightly slower, and I got you.
1,
Yep.
2,
Yep.
double.
Yep.
Up. Da.
That.
Da.
That.
Da.
That.
Head tilt. That. And then around the world. Scuba dive. Scuba dive. Scuba dive. And then you do it again.
Got it.
That's the dance. And it goes da 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 da. I
Got it.
What?
Oh, when the strike ended.
Oh, we're going back to strikes.
When the strike was announced as tentatively over, I was like, I'm gonna be so excited to talk about just film and TV and media on an intellectual level again. Oh, okay, here. I'll go back and do that.
Are you done yelling at us now?
I'm done yelling with you.
Yeah, Pretty Derby is not like Sailor Moon at all. I will say that. Pretty Derby is Pretty Derby. It's horse girls that race.
Apparently,
and they sing.
I have to go back and so I tried to watch Sailor Moon, and I just couldn't because the girl was really annoying.
So there is that factor of like, trying to rewatch older animes sometimes is a little difficult, but you have to go into the mindset that it came out in X year.
Well, and everybody has now told me that nobody actually likes Sailor Moon. They like all the other Sailor Scouts. And I didn't really go far enough to give them a chance because I just hated her so much that I was like, I don't get it.
I like Sailor V. Favorite.
Is it me or does Heidi have a great newscaster pose?
And today we are talking about anime, but we're not really talking about Spy Family, even though that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're very distracted today.
We are.
And now we're going to talk about other animes.
I can't find. Is it Precure or is it? Because I found Pretty Cure.
Also today, Reed would like to check in on JPG and see how he's doing handling the chaos that's happening here in the
Not
studio.
great, man. Not great. I can just.
Now we turn to JPG with the weather.
It's funny too because like I had to do, I have to do the news voice when I'm on tabletop news, and Alex said something really rude to me
Was it rude?
about the voice.
No! Why would you tell people that?
Alex said something very rude about the voice. She doesn't like the newscaster voice that I use.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, she was like, your newscaster voice is dumb.
That's not what I said.
That sounds like
Just
Art.
that sounds like something she would say.
I'm going to stay out of this conversation and just sit over here smiling.
I just said that he was very cute on panels and he has this very good energy and this great voice. And I wondered why he didn't like put his panel energy voice on camera. I handled that well.
on camera at Tabletop News where you didn't even watch the latest episode? How would you even know that I used the voice if you didn't even watch the episode?
Guys, this sounds like an
Also,
after
hey.
podcast discussion.
After this, if y'all can pump up the numbers on episode 4 of Tabletop News, just so they keep inviting me back.
Yes. And
that
then
would be very
comment
nice.
on it about how much you love JPG.
That would be very nice.
Yeah, do that.
Because the more push he gets, the more chances he has to come back.
Alex is trying to use me for.
Your hot body?
You know what? I was gonna say something not as cool as that. So I'm okay with this. I'm actually
More
okay with
videos of you in a suit? Not gonna complain about that. More videos of you out of a suit?
I got
Not gonna complain about that either.
I donated a bunch of my suits just recently to a very good friend, and he looks so good in them.
At least he looks good.
He looks so good in them.
That's all that matters.
But now I don't have those suits anymore, and I loved them.
Well, you can just get more.
What was that, like 4 suits out of the 67 that you have?
Okay, well, first and foremost, I donated 6 suits out of the 45 that I have.
Yeah, okay.
Jadis, if you want to send me the list, I am willing to try it again. And I am willing to watch it dubbed, not sub, not dubbed, because I definitely tried it dubbed the first time.
You want to watch it together?
Yes, while
Do it.
cuddling.
Yeah, we can make popcorn and drink wine.
Y'all.
Every time she cries.
Hey, I have a question. Are we allowed to watch Sailor Moon on a stream? Okay.
Well,
Are you on mic?
Yeah, you could do the little syncy thing.
Because I know that they've done Death Note and I know they've done another anime.
there are weird things that people get away with sometimes, but they're technically not supposed to.
Okay, we're not big enough to get away with it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, Kern, thank you. And Reed, thank you. They just dropped the tabletop news.
Yay, go watch it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so it's episode 4 that I'm on. And episode 3 I'm the segment host, but episode 4 I'm the desk host. So where were we at?
I was talking about Sailor Moon.
Polymorph said we don't want JPG to blow up and leave the welcome party though.
He's married to me, he can't leave.
I can't, dude. Like I can't. Like I can literally cannot. Oh, handshake. What do I have to hold? I have to hold
Who do
anything?
I have to hold?
Jesus.
Hand
I'm so
check.
tired. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this whole family.
Here, do you
Hello
want-
from the Netherlands.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, Sir Spanks a lot. Sir Spanks a lot for. Oh,
For you.
Thank you, Miss Heidi.
I'm jealous.
I'm gonna need to hire
I
an
want
HR
another.
rep for Alex.
What? Oh, sorry.
If anybody has any good resources for HR, the Perception Studio might be needing some of those.
Hire me, then I can be here more often.
Sorry, do I need to do this again? Heidi, do I have your consent?
As always.
See? It's on air.
You have to do that every episode, like because
Only when I have the cuddly
guest.
guests.
Yes, Arsenal. JPG under contract for life. It's called a marriage contract. So yes, I am under that contract for real life. JPG can be the new HR rep. Fadior, for a very long time, I worked in HR. It's actually one of the reasons why I had to go by JPG. Not the biggest reason, but one of the reasons.
Instagram. Boom.
Bam. Bam, bam, bam.
JPG, what field haven't you worked in?
Oh, God. Delicious can only say this. Okay, so Delicious and I we're Discord friends, and we just had a conversation, and so yes, I was telling them a little bit about the work that I have done before. Yes, I've had a million jobs, like a million.
I've had like
cajillion
no
jobs.
jobs.
Yeah, you've only really
Like
had a
negative
few.
jobs.
Yeah, you've only had a few.
I think I've had 4 or 5.
1,
Wait,
2.
what fields have you worked in then?
Me?
Yeah.
I was a dance teacher.
Hmm.
I was also
That
employed.
makes
I was also employed by a professional dance company.
That makes
the
so
time.
much sense. Why you two are so
Yeah.
why you two are so in sync with each other. Yeah.
And then I worked at a gym. And then I also worked at, I was an assistant to the director of a nonprofit for an art organization.
Oh.
And then now I do alcohol.
I
That's as much as
did
I will elaborate on my current job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
coaching for a million years.
For a million years, yeah.
And then I was a person who answered phones at a car dealership.
Reception.
That's the word. And then I worked in the financial industry. And that's as much as I'm going to say about that.
I don't think we have enough time to go over the jobs that I've had.
Everything. Except for
stripper.
cosplay. We should change that. We
God,
should put you
okay.
in cosplay.
I would
okay,
love to get him to do a cosplay. I sent Heidi the cosplay that I was willing to do.
Okay.
One Piece group?
One Piece group.
Let's make him Chopper. Tony,
Wait, isn't
No, he has to be
Chopper.
Sanji because he'll wear a suit.
Oh yeah, you could wear a suit if you're Sanji.
Can I not be Zoro?
I would fucking love if you were Zoro.
Okay, that got weird. End the show.
Okay, here's the thing.
How much was chat willing to donate for me to get a full Zoro costume?
Here's the thing.
They're not that expensive.
I didn't realize I had a
Especially at
thing.
your size.
Oh my gosh, you definitely have a thing.
I know, but I didn't know that until I was watching this, and then I was like,
This
"Wow!"
is now a One Piece stream.
I was like, "Wow, Zoro is like pretty hot." And the further he goes and the more like sexy sword things he does, he becomes even hotter. And I was like, Sanji, he's all right, whatever. He hits on women too much, not really my thing. But then there's an episode where he fights with kitchen knives, and I was like, fuck, that is actually really sexy. And that's when I realized I had a type. Also, there's a biddy.
Thanks for the
Thank you for the follow. Even though we're not talking about Spy Family at all now.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. This is the energy that the chat is giving us right now.
If you guys have any questions about Spy Family, we will gladly go
Or
back
any
to
other
it.
anime questions, Heidi will answer those too.
Gerberkern in the chat, JPG, do you get a suit every time Alex falls in love with a character from fiction? No, I don't, because I'd have a million suits.
Wait, what do I normally fall in
Oh,
love with?
there was I'm so glad that Gerberkern brought this up, because Alex and I have been having an argument
No.
that we need y'all to solve.
No.
Heidi, I would love your input on this
Yeah,
as well.
what's the argument?
Well, Heidi, you are familiar with tabletop RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder.
Yeah, my friend made me a character sheet. I'm gonna
Oh,
actually start again.
Fun.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be a
so
barbarian that's a dumb blonde.
God, I want to be in that game so badly, Heidi.
I
So
could probably get you in.
Vane did, to answer your question, I just finished. Who did I just finish?
Ennis Lobby.
Ennis Lobby, and I'm about to start the first episode of CP9.
So, Heidi, I play a lot of tabletop RPGs for charity and on air and for one shots and all that stuff, and I absolutely love it. And Alex and I have a rule, and it's been a joke for years, that anytime an NPC or another player falls in love with my character, I have to buy her a purse.
I
Okay.
have 35 Loungefly bags.
36. We just had to
30,
get the extra
and it's about to be 38 because you just bought the 2 for the dogs, but we won't talk about that on air.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
They made dog ones. They come with
make-
matching leashes.
And they count, and Alex said that they count as purses, so now I can buy them for the pups, and it completes the contract.
That is cute.
So, spoilers for a show that both Alex and I are on, but there might be a chance that that another character is falling in love with Alex's character.
Again.
Does that mean she has to buy me something now? Chat, I'm gonna put this out to you as well. Does that mean
It has to be of equal value of a purse.
Nope.
though.
Hey, not helping. Nope.
It can't be more than a purse.
Heidi, I love you
Heidi.
so much. I love you so
Heidi, my
much.
purses are really expensive. I need you to back that up. You need to tone it down.
So,
Like a bag of
But
M&Ms.
that's true. That's I love you. But
can't- you
also
can't-
it's equal exchange.
you also can't do a bag of M&Ms because that's Cole's thing. Whenever Cole and I bet, we always he bets me beers, like, so I'll buy him beers if he wins, but he buys me the biggest bag of M&Ms he can find.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's how our bets usually go.
Okay, hear me out. JPG is trying to do this because he's in the same game as me and he's just jelly that my character's already had one person and is now about to have another person.
You've technically had 2 people.
Have you ever had a character fall in love with your character before, or is this like a first time?
This is a first time because
And it's happened multiple
Then,
times.
well, I think it's of equal value, but unless you do,
he's mad because I hit on the GM.
well, that
Shout out to Tess.
Shout out to Tess, Moon Harbor Heroes. Okay, yeah, so something I think that is wonderful.
No,
Thank
bad
you, Heidi.
chat. Bad chat.
Yeah.
They're turning on me. I need your help.
No, this is all
Since
benefiting
it
me at this
was
point.
something that wasn't discussed ahead of time, I would say you could combine the multiple things. Into,
Thank you, Reed.
Like, something
For the
maybe
first
either-
one,
maybe something like slightly bigger, but it's only one thing.
I feel like we can't prorate. We can't prorate this. So
I think we should prorate this. No, you donated to the last charity stream I was in, and then all 4 other characters told me that they fell in love with me, and I owed you 4 purses.
for charity.
For charity.
Okay,
For charity.
but no.
For charity.
But you
Are you
donated.
saying that it's not good for to help
you
people donate
donated
to charity?
You donated $50 in order to put out to the chat, hey, if any of you fall in love with JPG, that means I get a purse. So your $50 turned into $800
This
worth
sounds
of
like
purses.
this sounds like you have rights to use those certain purses.
Right? At this point,
You could just use those.
I should just wear 4 at a time at this point.
My bets always contain whiskey and back rubs. So that's how I got a kid.
I read half of your sentence and I was like, oh, I love whiskey. Oh no.
Delicious says that until I have a Steam Deck, you cannot start charging me.
No.
Yes.
Sounds fair.
I think at least one.
This is the worst.
Oh,
Okay.
Reed, no, JPG doesn't care that I flirt. I've been flirting for 15 years now.
It's I understand what I married.
Yeah. Hence the HR thing situation that we're looking to solve.
Hire me.
Yeah.
No,
Hire Heidi
Wait.
for HR. That'll go well.
I'm great at HR. That's
Polymorph, I'm not familiar with that brand and I'm real worried to ask about it.
What is that?
Does JPG Arsenal Roy, does JPG have a Jack Bauer leather satchel? Okay, Jack Bauer in the sense of like, do I have the one from the show or do I have a quick response bag that has things and stuff and bells and whistles?
Evitable Fate says instead of me getting you something, I should have to get the GM something.
Oh, that's cute. That's actually really cute.
Shout out to Tess, Moon Harbor Heroes. Which I believe Evitable Fate is in that Discord, actually.
Okay, well, Polymorph is having me Google something on Perception Studios
Oh,
internet
no.
right now. So please excuse me.
There was an actual question in here for Heidi. Oh, Reed wanted to know what you watch that isn't anime.
That isn't anime.
Yes, they want to get to know you. The Heidi, the real Heidi. The Heidi behind the anime.
Oh.
I
I do know those bags, Polymorph. I do not have one of those.
Well, recently I've just been watching a bunch of like medical shows, like the dramas.
Like Grey's Anatomy?
No, I can't go back to Grey's Anatomy. I did watch that and then lose my place, and I'm not going back. I'm
That's
watching
fair.
a show right now called New Amsterdam.
Oh, I watched New Amsterdam
I see
for
that
a
on
while.
TikTok all the time. Yeah.
And then Hulu just dropped all seasons of House, and I'm about to live on
Fadia
that.
just said House.
I love House. I watched it growing up like weekly, and so now all the seasons are up. I'm gonna be like, yep, that's all I'm watching right now. But when I'm not watching anime, I'm either playing games. So I'm playing Genshin or Nikke, or I have this other game called Food Fantasy, which is another gacha. Don't play it. It's not fun. Don't play it. Unless you want to be my friend, because I need a friend on there to get points, because I can get more gems if I at least have a friend on there, and no one plays it because it's a very, very old, like either Thai or China game that is very broken, but there's cute anime food characters. Anyways, what else do I do? I cosplay, so that's what I'm doing and I have cats.
a lot of time goes into sewing and planning and
working
yeah.
and sleeping. I
So
sleep a
something
lot.
cool about Heidi's animes, cosplays, is that you make them yourself, correct?
Me and my mom make them together.
Oh.
Yeah, I do all the props, wigs, and idea type sewing. So if I say I want to alter something, I'll be like, okay, we're gonna alter it like this. And then if I need something patterned, she'll pattern it, and she'll do the more sewing side.
Oh, Sir Spanx is asking.
But we have a question from Sarah too.
Go with Sarah's first.
Sarah wants to know, does Heidi watch live action shows of animes? I'm assuming that meant animes and not animals. Like the One Piece.
I did watch the One Piece live action. I do strongly suggest it. It's very true to the nature of it. I won't watch anything else unless I know that the mangaka is directly involved with the live action, because a lot of directors don't quite understand what they're doing with the live actions. I did see the new Avatar trailer, and I've heard it does look pretty promising.
It's tough because I really like most of the actors and actresses in it. But the executive producers had dropped out before they had done a lot of stuff. So I'm very on the fence about it.
Well, we'll see. But I don't typically sought out after them. I have watched a few when I'm flying. I watched Bakuman, the live action, while I was flying, because a lot of times when you go into the foreign section of the little TV, they have a lot of the Japanese live actions, and those ones are pretty good.
Are you going to be doing the Yu Yu Hakusho
don't know
live
yet.
action? Don't know yet.
We'll see.
I loved Yu Yu Hakusho growing up, so I'm very excited to get back into it.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly who's on
on
the
it.
behind the scenes part of it yet. I knew about One Piece and Oda because Oda literally was posting about it in his when he released a chapter, he would also put a little paragraph that's I'm working on this. I'm really you could tell how involved he was
So
the entire
cool.
process.
Sir Spanx asked any thoughts on Tokyo Ghoul.
I watched the first 2 seasons and then I was kind of over it, but I think it was just kind of the hype of it, and the anime was going all over the place. It kind of just derailed. First season was good. It was cute. Well, in my terms of cute, it's not oh, that's kawaii. It's yeah, it was a good show. It was cute.
Yeah.
Vane Dead?
We had laughed about this. That's why we were laughing while Vane Dead's comment is why we were laughing while Heidi was talking a little bit ago. But go for it.
Vane Dead says that Alex steals nothing from JPG ever, that they have a fantastic
quote
relationship.
in chat right now is JPG deserves a planet's worth of things for all the things Alex has stolen from him. Vane Dead,
I'm not sure I've
super
stolen
smart person,
everything from him.
the smartest.
I'm pretty sure I own everything you own.
That's
How marriage works? Yes. And you also definitely steal things from me. Moving on.
Okay, next question.
I couldn't think of a single thing, to be
A
honest with you.
single
Yeah,
thing.
no, not a.
Oh, beloved Artemis, this is a little bit of a spoiler for season 2 right now. But what did you think of your getting shot? Spoilers for season 2 right now.
I panicked for 2 seconds
Oh
before
my
JPG
God.
was like, they're not going to kill a character at the beginning of a season. And I was like, yeah, well.
I just think it was
I
because
thought
it was a booty.
I thought it was a good gag. It's a great
it.
gag.
It was like a great start to what happened in the episode because it was
Yeah.
like, how can I make this better? And it kind of just showed Lloyd's personality throughout the whole thing of like really him being like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
Well, and a good way to kind of, again, bring us back into more your stories because we really didn't see a lot of her working.
Mhm.
And she even acknowledges that where she's like, oh, I haven't done much lately. And so I thought that was kind of a fun way to bring that in.
From Delicious, Heidi, do you ever come out to C2E2?
I haven't yet, but if someone helped me get out there, I could.
Can we say that also? I'd love to go out to C2E2 if somebody could help us get
You
out
know,
there.
there's emails that you're allowed to send and say, I would like to see so and so at this event. That's how all cosplay guest spots are acquired.
I didn't know that.
That's how a good chunk of them are.
Oh.
Yeah, just reach out to your local conventions. Tell them you'd like to see whoever you'd like to see.
Lollipop Heidi.
It could be someone else.
Like Lollipop Heidi.
It could be someone else.
At LolliPopHeidi13.
It could be someone else. Just whoever you'd like to see, just reach out to your local conventions, and then they could reach out to those people and see if it's possible or it's in something that they could do.
Polymorph.
Never know until you ask them.
Polymorph was just asked, who do we have to ooh to get a Cowboy Bebop sequel?
We don't need one.
I love Cowboy Bebop. Alex hates it. But,
Okay, no.
But
Yeah.
I think we should revisit it.
I do too. Because, okay, hear me out. I never watched anime. And JPG sat me down and went, here's anime. And he put on Cowboy Bebop. And I was like, this is the dumbest fucking thing. I don't know what I'm watching. Now that I've watched anime and I understand it more and I found what I enjoy and then spread my wings into other things, I feel like I could go back and watch it and give it a chance now versus at that time I was like, the fuck is this?
Wait, why is everybody asking if I've ever seen Game of Thrones?
I've seen Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I have
of
not
course,
seen Game of
Of course, I've
Thrones.
seen Game of Thrones.
I binged all of Game of Thrones and watched the season finale when it actually aired.
Oh.
I binged it so fast.
Do you know if quick takes are working?
Very strange. Okay. So apparently Twitch is messing up our quick takes right now.
Sorry.
Polymorph, I went on a cruise with my mom and my dad. I'm a grown-up, which means they paid for my cruise.
That was not.
I'm an adult.
That was not convincing at all.
Look, they were like, do you want to come with us? We'll pay. And I was like, well, yes, I do. And then I spent the whole time eating shrimp and laying on heat rock bed things. So I was a lizard and I ate shrimp and it was fucking fantastic. And I think I can post my Halloween costume. I'm not sure. It was very cute.
Oh, okay. I get why they asked me about Game of Thrones because they killed characters at the beginning of the episode. I would say that Game of Thrones
Oh.
is
We're
very much in
replying
the
to chat
minority.
slowly.
Yes.
I am going to say I am a fan of Delicious Flavor. Just posted the link for guest requests for C2E2. Since we were talking about that, it's in the chat
Wait.
now.
Who was supposed to ooh? Was that me?
I have no idea.
We can all ooh at the same time. Ready?
You two can ooh.
Ready? No, all three of us. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Perfect. We did it.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Okay, what next?
What else? Did we miss anything else?
I think I cut.
Oh, Fadior asked, but they didn't let you bring JPG. Yes, Fadior, it's been 15 years and I'm still not a legitimate part of the family.
That's so not true.
No, okay. One of us had to stay here with our pups. So, usually if we are out of town, then Alex's parents watch our pups. But since everybody was going to be out of town, I stayed home in order to watch the pups.
It's also important to note that the deal was I was in the room with them. Not that I got my own room on the cruise ship. If JPG had come with me, we would have wanted our own room or ended up divorced, and they wouldn't pay for us to get our own room. It was me getting to be in there. Heidi said someone could help me get there, and I was waiting for the ooh-woo. Oh.
Ooh-woo.
You got to say the whole sentence.
Someone could help me get there. Ooh-woo.
Oh God. Okay. Vane, did anyone see the remake of Trigun yet? Been thinking about watching it, but I want some impressions of the animation. I haven't gotten to see it yet. I'm a big
watched
fan. Oh,
Yes.
let me hear about it.
So, the studio that animated it is also the same studio that did Land of the Luxurious and Beastars. Their whole idea is the entire thing is made of CG. So if you got to look at it that way, the CG is gorgeous though. That's all they do. The entire thing is that animation style. I strongly recommend just watching that animation studio's work in general. All of them are very pretty. But the new Trigun, you can't compare it to the old at all. You have to watch it like it's a new show, because I think technically it's a prequel.
Next one. You guys watched Blue Eyed Samurai yet?
I have
It's
not.
on my to watch list. I actually looked this up today.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fully American thing. I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's written by the guy who also wrote Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Oh.
2049 though, not the original.
No, not the
Blade
original.
Runner.
But he also wrote The Murder on the Oriental Express.
Orient.
I'm
Orient
sorry.
Express. Yeah.
I'm not a movie person. And the
HR?
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I don't
HR?
Oh no, our new HR person just said Oriental on the show.
Wow, you are Cole.
You know what I meant.
Oh my God. How did something like that happen and we still got to make fun of Cole?
I don't watch too many movies though, so I don't remember things. But he also did Bullet Train.
Oh yes, yeah.
So I heard good things about it. It's on my to watch list. I'm gonna try to start binging it tomorrow.
And then Delicious. I don't think any of us have seen Loki season 2 as of yet, have we?
No.
Okay.
I did.
Oh,
hear
Art has.
Art has.
Art, what'd you think?
It's good. I like it.
You liked it?
How'd it compare to season
Oh.
1?
Better, and that's also probably one of the better. Not that is a lot to say, but it's one of the actually good Marvel TV shows.
You don't like Marvel TV shows?
Not all of them. Did you watch Secret Wars?
No.
That was confusing. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for all of those meetings, because that felt so disjointed in a weird way.
I went to start it, and then the episode that we were going to do got canceled for whatever reason, and I thought, man, I don't have to watch this.
Yeah, I mean, I should just giving all of them a chance except Secret Wars. Don't even bother with it.
I've seen I've done WandaVision.
Yeah.
I've done Loki, season 1. Sorry, I'll get there. I did Miss Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing?
When does
Hawkeye. You never
I
did
haven't
Hawkeye.
watched Hawkeye.
Because I watched Hawkeye and I loved Hawkeye.
Am I
Yeah,
missing
Hawkeye was
anything
good.
else?
the soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon
Oh,
and
I
Winter
did that one.
I
I like that.
loved Falcon and Winter Soldier, but a lot of people give me grief for that.
I didn't like necessarily the plot with the whole like the. I liked the stuff about them and not necessarily the plot about the terrorists and all that stuff.
So my whole issue with that was that the terrorists are right, but then they had to add the whole, oh, we're just going to kill a bunch of innocent people, right? Talk about this all the time. It's called a dissonant violent episode, and it's how it's shorthand for how showrunners show you, oh, the bad guys might have points, but they're really the bad guys. And I feel like for me personally, a dissonant violent episode is always constantly lazy. And then we were just talking about the Marvels as well too. I'm just gonna rapid fire through all this right now. Heidi, did you see the Marvels this weekend?
No.
Okay.
Out of everything you said, I've only seen Loki.
Oh. We're probably not going to do an episode on the Marvels. We usually would have, but because of just the nature of how the strike ended, we already had planned a bunch of different episodes.
Yeah, we
already.
gave you Heidi.
One thing I do want to say about the Marvels is that I do have legitimate critiques about the Marvels, but overall, I think it's a worthwhile film, and I want people to see it. I highly encourage you to see it. I hope that word of mouth really takes this to the next level, because
Isn't there a lot
Elemental.
of cats in it?
There are
There are a lot of cats.
in it, yes, yeah.
That's
Spoiler.
the part I know about.
Yeah. But I highly recommend it. I think it's some of the most fun I've had in a while. It's incredibly female led. I have a few gripes about it, but it never takes away from how much fun you have in it. Because I think a lot of people think, oh, Marvel has to be like Marvel has to be Endgame and Infinity War every time, and it has to be high cinema and all. No, like if your worst films are okay, I think you're doing an insanely good job.
I thought it was fun and I thought it was short. And I think that's really important because I fucking hate going to the movies. And it was entertaining the whole way through. It didn't feel like it dragged out. Like I think a lot of Marvel movies to me started to feel like Harry Potter, where she's like, I gotta make this book bigger, so I'm just gonna throw shit and you're gonna be in this house for 172 pages and fucking live there. And that's how Marvel movies sometimes feel to me, where they're like, we just gotta throw as much as we can into it, and it's gonna be a 3-hour movie and everybody's gonna be so no, fuck that. This was short, and it was fun, and I never got bored, and I never had to pee during it. And I think those two things are very important.
Arsenal, thank you for the correction. It's not Secret Wars, it's Secret Invasion. So thank you for the correction on that.
Secret Invasion.
Yes.
Delicious, that's super cool. I hope it works out for your sister, because that would be dope as hell. I saw, oh shit, it moved. Somebody wrote something. I am excited that it is.
It is wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon.
Is that good?
I started the first season forever ago, like when it was airing weekly, and I was just going through a rough time in life, and I only got to episode 4 before I had to be like, okay, I have to stop and go deal with other stuff.
Would you revisit it?
You have to.
Okay.
I would,
Because Heidi has to finish all animes.
that and Supersonico got a Hysteria figure where she's dressed up as one of the girls in it. And
Oh,
it's very cute.
cute.
And her titties are held up by a ribbon.
Would you cosplay as that and hold your titties up with a ribbon?
I don't think
ask that question.
I don't think I would cosplay from Is It Wrong to Pick Up the Dungeon? She's like small. She's short.
I'm short.
You're short. You can do it.
A ribbon would not hold them up.
You can do it.
There's not enough ribbons in the world, I gotta tell you.
There's just like a specific personal hell that I experience when everybody can talk about titties and I cannot.
Yeah, you can. Why not?
You can talk about titties.
No, that's a trap for real.
When the camera's
Yeah.
off, we can talk about
Yeah,
titties.
then all the things that you own, you get half of it automatically.
My plan.
What French fries?
What?
Oh, I got hungry.
I mean, we could end the show. It's not like we've talked about all the things we've wanted to talk about. We've been incredibly efficient because we don't have Cole here to just throw in what type of flirkin he. There's only one type of flirkin apparently.
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special I did watch because we were doing it for the show.
I did enjoy that, but okay. So I would also say Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special and Hawkeye have an edge for me because I love Christmas media, and both of those happen because of the holidays. So wait.
Which we're getting close to.
Oh no,
Holiday
Delicious has a
season.
question.
What?
Holiday season.
Oh, they have a good question,
They have a
not
good
just a regular question because it's
I'm
an
ready
all
for good
caps.
questions.
Also, a reminder to anybody who donated or subscribed during the episode, you will get a shout out from Heidi
Hi, that's me.
at the end.
Oh gosh.
Do you all have a tree up? No.
So our rule, and it's going to be a little bit different this year, is I'm not allowed to do anything Christmas in front of Alix until the day after Thanksgiving.
Facts. Unless we're in the car with your mom, then Christmas music is allowed.
Yes. And she
Because-
starts it in September. It's great.
Yes, it's awful. But
Thank you, Reed.
I'll share, our first year of marriage, we decorated the house. And we were like, yay, we're going to decorate. We're married and holidays and stuff. And then we realized that was a whole lot of work for just us. And then we realized our dog is a monster who was going to ruin all of the work that we did anyway. So we decided until we have kids, we probably weren't going to go through the effort of like decorating everything. So we'll see, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
I put lights up. I like the way
See?
they look pretty when you turn the lights off.
Oh, I love
That's
going.
why. I put them like up inside, not outside.
Yeah, one of the things that Alex and I are doing this year is we're going to be walking around with the pups and like going to see all the lights.
Oh my God, that's
It's
so
one of my
went to-
favorite things to do.
I like to do it in the car where you can turn on the radio.
Yeah.
So I hate Christmas music, but I do love it when you're driving and it like matches the lights of the house.
I love Christmas music so much.
Oh, we did do Werewolf by Night. I really liked Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night. How did we forget about it? It's so
You
good.
weren't on that episode, but I don't know why.
Oh, I was sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was very upset that I was not on that episode.
I mean, shouldn't have gotten sick.
Boo.
Delicious. To answer your question, do we watch holiday movies and specials at 10 during them or like, okay. So I secretly love Hallmark movies. Even though they're kind of anti-feminist because like she always gives up her job for him and he has like a bullshit job in a small town. But there's like no pressure. There's no anxiety. I know I don't even have to start the movie. You just have to look at the picture and you know exactly what's going to happen in the movie.
How it's going to start, how it's going to end. There
Right.
might be some middle thing you don't quite know about, but you know it's going to happen.
Right. There's no stress. There's no pressure. I don't have to worry about any characters. I can just enjoy the piece. And they're all the same. So you can just, you could fall asleep during one of them and wake up in a different one and not know the difference.
Yeah.
I love that. What about you, JPG?
I love it's just anything Christmas. I love it. Really anything the holidays because now, since we've been together, I celebrate Hanukkah as well. I love it. I think I love it because people are naturally nicer during that time.
Oh, I feel so the opposite.
It's like
People are
both.
naturally meaner.
It's both. It's based on where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, you work in a very rich area and they're just always going to be mean to
People are naturally meaner around the holidays.
you. Yeah.
But Heidi, what about you?
Well, there's a lot of animes that have Christmas specials because Christmas is very big in Japan, even though it's more of an American holiday. But they all get, you have to reserve a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket like months in advance.
Oh, this is my
for it.
favorit. Yes.
And a lot of
Yeah.
animes reference that. And it's just a lot of like, the Christmas, like a lot of romance animes will do the Christmas date where they go to their mall and see the tree and they get a little cake and then they do the New Year's Shrine. They kind of combine them.
I love the New Year's Shrine episodes. There was
and
a cute
they're
one I watched
also
with an
wholesome.
Iceman.
Also wholesome.
What was that? The cute one with the Iceman?
It was like the oh gosh, I know what you're talking about. It's like it's a slice of life romance one, and it's like the ice guy and then his coworker or something like that.
that one
Yeah.
was really
Is that
cute.
newer? There is
Newer.
there is a new one like
Yeah,
that-
there's a newer.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it yet. But I know what one you're talking about. I could not tell you the name of it.
It's very cute though.
Fadio, Alex and I are not rich. Don't put that out there.
We
Reed,
would like to be though.
Yeah, Reed. I don't know. I mean, wait.
I work in a rich area. It's
Are
not
there
the same thing.
Are there any other Hanukkah films besides Eight Crazy Nights? I know there's one or two.
There's a few. There were Hanukkah films this last year actually, but I didn't watch them. Because whatever site they were
I
on,
can't
we
think
didn't
of it,
pay
yeah.
for.
The KFC thing though
Yeah.
in Japan. Okay. Is it true that like people can't actually track as to why it's such a big deal there?
I'm pretty sure it's just a marketing thing.
Yeah. Right.
I guarantee it's KFC was like, hey, let's just market that word
Kinda
Christmas
like-
thing.
How like turkey and ham are always Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay.
Well, Santa came from Coca-Cola.
Technically, the color red for Santa came
The
from
Santa we
Coca-Cola.
have came from
Yes.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And I'll just say, Arsenal, my favorite Hallmark movie is the princess ones. There's the one with the girl from High School Musical, I think.
Oh,
And
the
then-
Princess Switch.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
with Vanessa Hudgens.
And then there's the other one with the princess, the Christmas prince or whatever.
Yes, yeah, and then that's from the person who plays is she's
iZombie.
no, she's
Yellow Ranger.
yeah, she's RPM Yellow.
iZombie.
Yeah, I love those films. They're so bad, and I love them. They're not bad, right? Like critique wise, they're not the strongest films. I love them because they are predictable and they get you into the spirit of the holiday.
Oh, delicious Psych Christmas episodes are
I
fantastic.
do like the Psych Christmas.
They're so
very
good.
They're very good.
I want to rewatch all of Psych. I haven't rewatched it in a while.
I sleep to it, especially like the first 2 seasons. Just so drives JPG.
Polymorph says Krampus did nothing wrong. Honestly, you're kind of not wrong. Krampus is there specifically to handle naughty children. And yeah.
Somebody asked earlier, beloved Artemis, I know I see my new boss is goofy, but you did ask about the Spy Family movie, which you brought up before we started.
Before we started, we were talking about it. Spy Family Code White is the next thing of Spy Family we're getting. It's a movie. It releases in Japan on December 22nd. We do not have a U.S. date quite yet, but I believe it's kind of its original, its own thing. It's not attached to the manga at all. And I'm assuming it's called, I haven't quite watched this trailer, but it's definitely has an ooting with it.
Will the story be connected to the show, or is it one of those where it's like separate?
I think it's separate. Okay. But I don't quote me on that. The trailer is out, so you could watch the trailer. I just haven't had a chance to sit and watch it. But I've heard that it's going to be fun, it's going to be cute, and it's called Spy Family Code White.
I'm excited for that. And I saw in the chat they're talking about the Monk movie. I love Monk, but it really bothered me how inconsistent it was. Like if you go back and watch, one day he has an issue with one thing, but then the next day he doesn't have an issue doing that thing, which I get because like it's probably hard to track all of his things. But I also felt like the TV show never. USA Network sucks at ending TV shows. So the last season wasn't great. The last season of Psych wasn't great. Anything after the movie, really. So I'm excited to see if the movie that they're doing is going to kind of help finish and complete things, or if it's just a money grab.
I'm all
69.9K, nice.
yeah. I'm all done.
You're
down.
you're all revved up for
I'm
Heidi
all
to do
revved
all
up.
your work.
Yes. I'm so Heidi. I love when you're here because most people want you to do the 69.9K nice. So I'm just gonna pull up the list as well.
Yeah.
1 second. Reed, thank you again for all the help.
By the way, there's speaking of Psych, the movie, which made me think of Lassie, which made me think of how he wasn't in one of the movies because he was in the hospital, and they did like a big shout out for him at Comic-Con. But he was in a TV show, and it only got 2 seasons, and it only got the second season because like people on the internet saved it the first time. And it's one of those TV shows that was too smart for the general audience. Because you know how those never make it.
Pick up.
The like really, really smart ones. Do you remember it though? It was medieval and they sang in it.
Gallivant.
Someone-
Yeah, they were talking
Gallivant.
about it in the chat.
Someone in
Yeah.
the chat.
Oh, did
said-
somebody already get? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're way faster than me. Thank you, Fadier. That show is fantastic. If you
It's
guys
so
find
good.
it, I don't know where it is online.
So good.
It is so fucking good.
Well, if it was ABC, then it should be on Disney Plus. I thought it was on Disney Plus already.
I have not looked for it,
Yeah.
but
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna start this up with special guest Heidi. Thank you again for joining us. Welcome back to 69.9K Nice.
Welcome.
Nice.
Nice.
Over here we got Heidi on the 1s and 2s. Heidi, you remember the bit, right?
Heidi, you can be on my 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Do you remember
HR?
the bit? I give you the name and then you got to
Yes.
think of okay.
Yes, I
All right.
remember the bit. I'll try my best to be not sarcastic.
All right. So the very first one is for Steven's strategy.
Oh, Steven's strategy. I have a strategy that I believe you'll really enjoy.
There it is. End it with an ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ada, ada.
The ara ara is my favorite one to do.
Ada, ada.
I can't do that one.
How do you say stop it again? It's oh my gosh.
Oh.
I just did it on a show a few weeks ago.
All I
too.
can think of is waka waka. Waka waka.
My other one I always reference is the bear noise. Gow gow.
Oh.
Meow meow.
It's like
Yep,
something.
love that hand motion.
It's like something could have
No, it's like grr.
Yeah, that was Gurr. Everybody got Gurr, right?
Yep. All right. Next up, Heidi. Your next name is for Jadis.
Oh, Jadis. Let me be your Judas.
I don't even know what that means, but it still came off sexy. Oh,
Isn't that? It's a Lady Gaga song. Judas.
Oh, yeah.
Judas.
Next up is for Chell Sings. Chell Sings.
Oh, Chell, you'll be singing all night long with what we're doing.
Perfect. Next up, Dinner and a Game.
Oh.
Their name is Dinner and a Game.
Dinner and a game. I know how that game is ending.
That was strong, Heidi. That was a strong one.
It was easy.
Next one is going to be Austin Milt.
Austin Milt. I'll make you melt. I'm literally saying the first things that are coming to my mind.
I love it.
Just so you
Exactly,
know.
yeah.
There's not much.
Bye, Vane Dead.
Bye, Vane Dead.
Bye.
Stephen Lee the Summoner.
Stephen Lee the Summoner. Maybe you'll summon something for me.
Next up is General Davis.
General Davis.
Mr. General Davis or Mrs. or Mr. Whatever you go by. General Davis. I could be your little sergeant tonight.
And the person who gifted all of these would be Arsenal Roy.
Oh, Arsenal Roy. Let's go commit some arson.
You can light a fire.
Oh, you can light a fire.
And it was
I don't know why that was the first thing.
end it with a double ooh woo.
Ooh, 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 ooh,
No, I meant
ooh.
I meant.
Wait, we got one more.
We did get one more.
Well, we didn't get one more, but Reed does a lot of work here.
Reed does do a lot of work here.
And I know that Reed would love a shout out.
Yeah.
So Reed H. Cooper in the chat, you're getting a shout out.
Okay, let me think of something. Oh, Reed H. Cooper.
That was all he needed.
Yeah. Well,
No,
I'm done.
I've got one. I've got one.
Okay.
You could become the Reed of a saxophone.
That was terrible, but honestly, you pulled it off, Heidi.
And then you could become a Cooper shell. Because we're playing
So bad, and you made it work on that last
we're
one.
playing Mario Party with the saxophone sound.
You could have at least been like, oh, I'd make you the Reed of a saxophone and then play the saxophone.
And then
See,
play
that-
the sax out of you.
That was too much thought process.
Well, I was going to say
literally
blow
just
the
saying,
sax,
like,
but that
Heidi's just
sounded real bad.
Heidi is firing from the hip right now, and I appreciate it, okay? Hopefully we didn't miss any more. If we did, we'll just invite Heidi on again.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Don't worry.
Heidi will
Oh,
have
no,
to
Heidi
come
has
I
back.
gotta be back.
Darn, no.
to be on. Oh, gosh, okay. Let
If
me
you
get
want me back, tell them. Because that's how things get done.
If you want to get rid of Cole, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Jesus, Larry.
No, maybe we stream with just me and Cole.
Oh,
Just an argument
would
the
be-
whole time.
out of control.
Oh, we froze.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
We're still going, right? We're
we
we're
still
still on.
going?
Are we still on the show? Okay.
Okay, cool.
So this does bring us to the end of the welcome party. Thank you so much for being here with us. We will be back next week. Brooke Thornton will be on. If you know Brooke, you know Brooke from. Oh my gosh, what games is Brooke on right now? So Brooke right now is DMing Monster of the Week for Perception Studio. We will actually be playing Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. So this game is both an expansion and a standalone, meant to try to get people a little bit more comfortable with playing the Gloomhaven game. So Brooke will be helping us out, along with Cole, Alex, and myself. And then, unfortunately, the welcome party will not be here for 2 weeks. So the episode after that, and the episode after that, I think it's December 11th that we are back.
But we have the coolest guests, you guys, for the rest of this year, starting with Heidi. It is just cool ass guest after cool ass guest.
So next week is Brooke Thornton. Brooke Thornton. So sorry, Brooke. And then we're off for 2 weeks. And then December 11th, we are going to be doing an intro to miniatures painting with Ron Ogden from the Dungeon Run. So yeah, very, very excited to have Ron on. Wonderful dude is going to be teaching us some basics when it comes to miniatures painting. It might get a little bit messy in here. We should probably wear clothing that we can wash.
Definitely getting
and all that.
messy in here.
Okay, don't be weird. At
Sounds
least
like
add a
you
new
need some
woo.
newspaper.
I can be weird because Heidi's here. I can't be weird when Ron's here.
Okay, so if anything tonight you saw is worth at least $1, please think about subscribing to our Patreon from Perception Studio with the different donation tiers starting at least $1. The higher tiers come with some great benefits. Every donation goes straight back into the studio. This could be for lights, better cameras, making sure that Cole misses episodes to have Heidi back on for mysterious reasons.
Mysterious, so mysterious.
But everything that you donate does help us make better content. Hopefully, we're going to be ending this. Oh, wait, shoot. I forgot to do this. Sorry, Art. I need to check who's on right now. Give me 1 second.
We need a Corey, Alex, Heidi episode all full of woo-woo. Nothing would get done.
It would be great.
Literally nothing would get done.
I would lead the discussion. I'm a good somewhat leader.
Oh gosh.
We would just end up talking about
Brings an extra blanket for Alex and Heidi to share. Ooh.
Art, would you mind if we
Goes off in the corner with their own weird blankets.
Would you mind if we paid it forward with a raid to Catherine Lynn? They're playing the Suika game, which I'm very, very excited to play. It's that game where like all the fruits.
The melons.
It looks hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
But thank you once again. This is the end. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's looking for her.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought that was on the. Oh shoot.
Oh no.
I did want to. Oh, okay. Inevitable fate. Calm down. Okay.
I could take your spot.
Yeah.
Aw.
Thanks.
When you're
Heidi.
sick.
It's so nice
Or
of
when
you.
you're
Thank
sick.
you so much.
From when Alex cooks.
Then you can sneeze at home.
Ooh.
You'd be sick.
Like you planning for me to be sick is concerning. All right, we got this. Thanks again. This is the end of the welcome party. Thank you again, party people, for joining us. Next time, bring a friend.
Yeah.